Hello there. Welcome to the fifth part of my brand new 5-part series called Focus. My name is Wendy Nelson, and I'll be your host and your guide as we dive deep into my video series. Thank you so much for joining me. And before we get started, I'd like to share with you a little bit about myself. I began my personal growth and holistic healing journey at a young age. And before I finished high school, I knew I wanted to dedicate my life to helping people. Most of my growing up years, I experienced a lot of pain from scoliosis, and I developed tinnitus in my mid-20s. And by age 30, I found out I had 80% hearing loss. These are just a few examples of the challenges and challenging experiences in my life that caused a lot of chaos inside my body. I've spent many days feeling confused and frustrated and asked the universe why I felt so angry, depressed, anxious, and oftentimes socially withdrawn. Looking back now, I understand that I needed to learn what it's like to experience the kind of challenges that really just aren't physically visible, so I could develop a deeper compassion for people I would be helping in my future. 20 years of working alongside therapists, mentors, and coaches who have lovingly encouraged me to observe the layers of my pain. They taught me how to shift my perspective and observe each layer of false belief with a simple question. Does this align with the feeling of my song? Underneath the layers of negative thought forms lies your song. Your song is the feeling you get in your body when you are in resonance with peace, harmony, and coherence. Your song helps you be in control of your reactions to every thought, feeling, and emotion. Your song reminds you to pause and breathe through challenging circumstances. So are you ready to receive the invitation to peel back the layers and uncover your truth so you can live how you're meant to live? Below this video, you can find 3 ways to get started. So if you want to go ahead and look at the notes from this video below in the comments, I'd love you to check that out. 3 simple ways to get started. One of them is watching all 5 of these video series, all 5 parts of this video series. Okay, let's dive into the 5th part of my series, where I help you learn to ground yourself into the awareness of physical senses, and tune into your body to support your mental and physical health. In today's video, I will start off by giving you one way to ground into your senses through the sense of touch. The sense of taste, followed by an overview of what I've learned, what I've shared with you through the series, and finally, I hope you'll listen to the end as we continue to explore the last 2 chakras in the chakra system and how it relates to your health. Our world is saturated with overstimulating chatter and noise, constant exposure to unnatural light, and toxins that infiltrate our soil, the air, and our food. And before you know it, you feel burned out and stressed. And all of it it literally weighs you down and makes you feel heavy. Stress is the number 1 underlying cause of inflammation and disease today. And taking time every day to reconnect to your senses is key to reducing your stress and living in the present moment. So making peace with the present. You no longer worry about the past or the future. You just stay in the now moment. Grounding regulates your heart rate and blood pressure and reduces inflammation and reduces muscle pain, calms the nervous system, activates your natural immune response, and immediately improves your mental and physical well-being. I promise you that with continued practice, when you continue practicing these 5 examples that I gave you throughout the series, to pause and ground into your senses, to reconnect to your body, your old habits that once triggered you, triggered your fight or flight response, it disappears. It just dissipates. And I've had a lot of experience being triggered in my lifetime. So I promise you that what I have spoken to you about in these series, it really does help to calm your nerves, and so those triggers just don't catch you anymore. They don't hook you. Let's talk about your sense of taste. We all love the taste of food, but often these good tasting foods are loaded with processed sugars that get us hooked and harm our bodies. Artificial and refined sugar causes inflammation, liver damage, obesity, diabetes, and more. Practice enjoying your sense of taste by indulging in fresh fruits and vegetables, eating free-range protein, and eating organic foods that come from the soil. So here's your practice. Here's the challenge. The next time you eat an apple, I want you to try the following simple mindful practice. I want you to slow down and feel all the details of this apple. See the color, and if you can in your mind, you can do that right now. You can close your eyes and even do this with your spirit senses, because each one of our physical senses, we have a spirit sense that mirrors the physical senses. So you can practice this right now if you'd like. Close your eyes and see the color of an apple. Touch the texture of the apple. What does it feel like? Now bite into it and hear the sound. What does it sound like when you bite into the apple? Taste the flavor. Smell the flavor. Feel into all the details as you bite into it. How does it feel in your mouth? Notice which muscles you use to chew and swallow it. Notice how you feel after you swallow it. Now I want you to imagine an energetic connection with this apple. You just shared a connection not only to the apple, but also to the tree that it came from. Feel the apple as it moves through your body, and imagine what the energy might feel like that is moving through your body as you receive it through your senses. So your senses activate how you can feel the energy of the apple. Imagine the same energy you receive from the apple as the same energy the tree received from deep inside the heart of the earth. Imagine what that would look like. The earth is constantly sharing and giving unconditionally. Now I want you to just kind of take a little shift here as we go to their next part of this video. allow this expanded awareness of connecting with this apple through the tree, connecting to the earth through the tree and through the apple. Ground into your senses and continue to anchor yourself into your body as you listen and feel the message given to me by my guides. Allow your mind to clear of all the things you have on your list to do today, and open your heart to find a new perspective as we focus on the word self-respect, from the letter S from the word focus, the title to the series. In part 1 of the series, if you haven't watched it already, and just giving you a little bit of a overview of each topic we covered throughout the series. In part 1, we talked about your relationship with the planet, the importance of life force energy, and how we learn at a young age to pinch ourselves off from this beautiful connection with the planet. In part two of this series, we talked about how each person on the earth produces billions of thought forms every day. These thought forms play a major role in how you react to your environment. So it's important that we become super aware and conscious of all the thought forms, especially if you're empathic and you're super sensitive and you're not sure exactly where all the anxiety is coming from. It's important that we become aware of all these thought forms that we're soaking up. In part 3 of the series, we talked about committing to aligning yourself with the life you want to create by making choices that help you stay in balance and harmony. So what is, take a moment to feel what balance and harmony might feel like. Because in part 4, we talked about how you learned that feelings align you with the energy of what you desire to bring into your reality. The universe is always giving you what your feelings are asking for. So if you want to change what you see, you must first feel it in your body. The feeling is the energy that is the precursor to manifesting what you want physically. There's something beautiful about being in nature. Mother Nature freely gives gifts that ignite all of your senses. Nature teaches us how to be in balance and in harmony with ourselves. So now we're kind of moving more into this, talking about self-respect. How do we discover that for ourselves? How do we learn and teach our kids self-respect? Nature teaches us how to be in balance and harmony with ourselves. We learn how to treat ourselves by the way we treat the earth. Respecting the earth teaches self-respect. The more love and respect we give to Mother Nature, the more respect we show ourselves. So while you're in nature, observe what is available to you in nature. And this is how we learn to respect nature. Observe what is available to you. And maybe even feel into the gratitude of all the things that are available to you. Spend time in nature using your senses to breathe in clean air. Care for the soil. Consume food with the intent of receiving nutrients from the soil. Be kind to the plant life and the animal life. Now I want you to draw a picture. We're going to do another exercise here. And you can do this in your mind again if you want, or you can pull out a piece of paper and a pen and do this exercise with me. I want you to draw a picture of a large circle on a piece of paper. In the middle of the circle, draw a dot. This doesn't have to be small or big, or just a dot. Now imagine the dot in the middle of the circle, or imagine the dot in the middle represents you. The dot in the middle of the circle represents you. And the circle around you represents your support system. The people in your life are your support system, and the space between the circle and the dot represents your interconnectedness to the web of life. The threads of the web of life are woven together by the choices you choose to create your life experiences. And these threads are formed by your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. The crossing points of these threads represents the life you are weaving together to create the person you are today. You get to choose how strong, vibrant, and full of life your web is. You get to choose where you focus your attention, which determines the strength and vitality of your web, holding you in balance at the center of the circle. And just think about this web as the life you're wanting to manifest. How do you want this web to look like? Do you want it to look clean? Do you want it to gather, like how webs do? They'll gather dust and dirt from the air. Think about how a brand new web looks. It's all bright and shiny and clean. And when that web becomes dirty and heavy, it's taken down, and the spider builds a new web. And you have a chance to do that too, whenever you want. You can create a new web whenever you want. Now let's talk about how this all relates to the chakra energy system. Because and again, tying it into the first session, or the first part of this series, we talked about life force energy and how the life force energy that runs through your energy lines, which is your chakra energy system, when it is open and full and free and receiving all of the beauty of that the earth has to offer us, with that connection of the energy flowing from the earth as we ground into our senses, it helps to bring that vitality and life into our body. As you learn to open the channels of energy up the chakra system, the energy lines up the chakra system, so we talked first about the feet chakras, the knee chakras, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and now moving into the third eye and the crown chakra. As you learn to open the channels of energy up the chakra system, your third eye opens slowly, located right here, which is connected to your pineal gland. The third eye opens slowly to tune you into your intuitive abilities. And your crown chakra opens you up to bring your awareness to a whole new world. crown chakra opening like this. It is through these chakras, all these chakras open and flowing and in balance, that you are able to receive the gift of discernment. You're able to receive an endless amount of knowledge and truth and wisdom. And you are able to, the chakra energy system helps you reach a higher potential. Each person on this planet has the potential to heal themselves and create a life they desire. Choosing to commit to this path not only heals you, but also attracts you to the people you are meant to share this powerful magnetic energy with. Throughout this 5-part series, I've offered you some really cool and effective, powerful tools to help you get started in this and helping you fine-tune your focus on manifesting a healthy and balanced web of life. If you're interested in continuing to go deeper into this powerful work, I'm excited to offer a new 12-step mindfulness training called the Embodied Empath Mentorship, where I will help you reestablish your foundation for a healthy and happy life by deepening your self-awareness and guiding you to your higher potential. You can find out more about this mentorship by going to my website and scheduling a time to talk with me. The website is called www.BodyMindSoulutions.as.me/coach. And you can find that link in the comments below. So thank you so much for opening your heart and listening to the topics I shared with you throughout these series. I get really excited about talking about this stuff. I don't get to talk about it very often, so I'm so grateful that I was able to share it with you throughout this series. I hope you find it valuable and feel empowered to take action to improve your health and well-being. And as always, please share your thoughts and feedback. I'd love to hear what you thought, what going through your mind. If you disagree, agree. If it aligns with you, if it resonates with you, please share in the comments or the discussion section below this video. I look forward to speaking with you one-on-one. And until then, heart to heart and song to song. I love you. Bye-bye.